Hi everyone, this is Carlo and welcome to this video. Now again, I'm here with my smallest Jakks Pacific Vader, and I really hope you enjoyed the previous Vader videos because I'm here and I'm back with another Vader video. So you'll still be seeing a lot of Vaders today. Now I am using this guy because today I found another Jakks Pacific Vader, probably of the newest assortment, that's released for the Rogue One merchandise, I believe. Now, I think this is the one that I have been getting a whole while ago. I don't really know for which occasion he was released, but I had him together with Luke. And this is just a little regular one. You might have seen him in the previous video. He's non-electronic and he's pretty... well, he's just awesome. I love him so much. But apparently today, I found on my way to work another Jakks Pacific Vader, which seems to have some more electronic features. And I'm going to show you him. He is... hold on a second. Oh, here he is. So as you can see, he looks a bit different. I don't really know if he looks more like the character from Rogue One. Actually, I don't really know if there will be a difference between Darth Vader from the previous episodes and the Rogue One Vader. They look quite alike. They look really sweet. As you can see, there are quite some differences between those figures. When you combine their, when you compare their shoulder plates and their chest plates, they look already very different. Now this one has a lightsaber and he holds it in a pretty weird way. But that's because he has some electronic features and also some other articulations. So he is not like the regular non-electronic Jakks Pacific figure. Now here is his packaging. It says "Try me." And this is also a Squeak the Legs Vader, just like the Star Wars Rebel was one that I got here. But I think this is not a character from the series, this is the movie Vader. Here's a new merchandise picture with the Death Troopers. Now I don't really know what this words... oh, Big Figs. Yeah, I suppose that's the name of the assortment. It says Darth Vader with lightsaber action. Well, yeah, he sure has some nice lightsaber actions. We can compare it with the actions of this guy. But this little Vader only raises his arm. While this one also turns his arm and his waist, and then he throws his arm up. So it's a bit different compared with the little small ones from Star Wars Rebels. Now I don't really know why his cape is kind of stuck. So in general I think the cape is hidden behind him in the box. But here it's just coming over the box, and here you can see his features. So he's about 20 inches tall. He has 7 points of articulation. And he also has some powerful lightsaber strike action. So I wasn't so sure in the beginning he was a Jakks Pacific figure, but when I saw this plate I knew it was one of them. So this is probably a smaller electronic little Vader that I have been collecting. So it's like the just like the same for the Star Wars Rebels character. Now this guy has no opening in his box, but when you squeeze his legs, if I can... so you can see he can turn his head, he turns his waist, and he turns his left arm, look.
There is no escape.
So sometimes he talks. I don't really know if he can breathe. But he turns his lightsaber in a very weird way. But let's have a look at him. Let's pack him out and see what he looks like. I like that little moving cardboard. But the very first thing that I notice is that his leg is kind of stuck. Just one of them. They're packed in some plastic material, also with some explanations. So I think I'll open the figure by there. Just look the way he poses his legs. It's pretty different compared with the other figures. Now I'm still looking for the right way to put him out of his box. Just don't forget to remove the attachments of the cape here. I think there are two of them. One that holds the... yes, the upper cape, and one that holds the lower cape. They're both hanging out the packaging. I think the attachment is right here. So I suppose the batteries are in his back. So here under the cape, here you have the place where you can insert the batteries. And here is a switch. Now it just has two positions, on or off. So actually, like you saw the figure work, it was the on position, and of course now he doesn't work, but he's off. Now of course you can still make him move his lightsaber upwards, even though the toy is actually deactivated. Well, now I have to be careful with his long legs and his cape. So when I put the toy like this, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, there you go. Hop, see? You can still move the lightsaber upwards. So of course, if you take this toy home, just mind the lightsaber. In general, it's pretty close to the packaging, but it would be kind of sad if it gets curved. Now I might show it like this. Up. Well, it's really hard to hold. So I would like to show you just like I did, but there he is. So actually you can see he turns his head, he moves his right arm upwards, and also he turns his left shoulder, a bit backwards, see. Very, very, very beautiful movement, I have to say. And also, as you can see, he turns his weight, so this is what he does. It's pretty beautiful. Nice observation. Now, when it comes on articulations, it's pretty much what he does. So, compared with this figure, here you can move the arms and the legs as you want. He has hip and shoulder and head articulations and wrist articulation. But on this figure, because of the electronic features, you don't have that much possibilities. So the figure works, as long as you squeeze the legs. But you cannot move his arms upwards. Well, here it's possible, it's really hard to do. And here, well, of course you have the lightsaber, and he always places himself in home position. Also the head, you can turn the head, but look, it always comes back. So of course this is not the same figure as this guy here. Now maybe I can show you actually a little comparison about what they look like. Now let's compare these two guys. Now as you can see, there are quite a lot of differences between them. Maybe I can start by showing you their heads, their faces. Now this one has like smaller eyes compared with this guy, who has a more direct gaze into his eyes, and this one is like very calm looking, and he's looking like downwards. This one has bigger eyes. His objectives are really big, and his face is a bit different actually. Also his head is a bit bigger, but this guy is a bit taller than this one. Now also here their shoulder plates are different. This one is like a very silver colored one, and his necklace here, the chain around his neck that actually holds his cape, comes closer to the neck, while here it's hanging like a certain distance from his neck. Actually more like how the character is. Now when you see downwards here, the chest plate is a bit different compared with this one here. Here he has a green button. Actually I think their belts look similar. I think the plastic, well of course this one is kind of empty inside. This one has lots of systems in there. Their belts are quite similar, I think. Yes, and the buttons here. So that's quite similar. This one has also this choking grasp here in the hand, just like this one. And this one has a fist. This one holds his lightsaber in a very weird way. But what I like, actually I think their capes are quite similar as well. Hard to say where's the difference. But what I like about this guy is the way he positions his legs. Look, if I can show you. He has like a very... The way he puts one of his legs a bit forward, he has a very competitive way of standing. If that's the right word, of course. He's like in a fighting position. He's like, I'm going to attack now. I'm about to come to you. Well, this one is just standing like calmly. There he is. With his two legs next to each other. His 2 feet next to each other. So this is a nice figure to pose like this. To watch like very directly in front of him. Well, this one is a figure that also looks really great from a side. Look. Really pretty how he positions his legs. So yeah. Actually, he has quite different plastics. Also here the shoulder plates are black. Here they are silver colored. Go back on the side of the helmet. I think that's quite similar. But it's hard to see because he's so dark. See, maybe here. So of course here there's a little part going more up because of the big eyes. So I don't really know which figure looks like the character the most. But I hope you can make up your mind and see for yourself. And I really hope I gave you a nice idea about these guys. And I definitely recommend both of them. Just because they look different. And also because this one has like a very nice movement, which is very typical for the character. Really nice. And this is how they look from the back. Oh, sorry. Now, I'm not that sure they used exactly the same material as for the non-electronic one. To be honest, I would prefer the non-electronic Vader. But I like them both, of course. Here's one. There he is. So, yeah. Now, compared with this guy, of course, the size. And this is the Vader from the Star Wars Rebels series. His movement is less elaborated, so he just moves his arm up. And actually, also the price is a big difference. So if you look for a nice Vader that can move his arms upward, I would actually advise this Jakks Pacific one, because he's bigger and he is not that expensive, I have to say. Well, compared with the price of this guy, I think I paid even more for this guy. I like the different features here of the belt. He looks exactly like the Star Wars Rebels character. Also with a cape here covering his shoulder blades, which you don't have here. So yeah, see for yourself. And if you ever have some more questions about these toys, you can always leave something in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!